What's going on, guys? It's DeeO here from Return of DeeO Gaming on YouTube, and I'm bringing you another MX vs ATV Alive tutorial. Nope, not a commentary, a tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to be bringing you 3 different tips and tricks, call them what you want, that I feel will greatly help you in the game MX vs ATV Alive, obviously. Now, the first one is a session marker. A lot of people have been asking me, not so much on vurbmoto, but just on free rides in general, how to do the session markers. Well, it's very easy. It's a lot simpler than a lot of people make it out to be. Wherever you want the session marker to be, you're going to hit Y on the Xbox 360 controller. For PlayStation 3, that is going to be your triangle button. When you want to go back to that session marker, you're going to hit A on the Xbox 360 or X on the PlayStation 3. Simple as that. It's really handy if you want to hit some certain line, or even like the starting gate like here, or just set it up before a corner and hit that corner over and over until you feel comfortable with it. And if you don't want to go back to the session marker, say you just want to hit this part and you mess up and you crash, you hit X on the Xbox controller or square on the PlayStation controller, and it resets you right next to where you were. So say you crash on this section and you want to reset, just hit X or square, box, whatever, and it puts you right back next to that spot. And then if you want to go back to your session marker, hit A or X. I know that's really simple, but I was getting questions about it, so I figured I would address them. And one other thing with that, if you do a freestyle jam, which you initiate by hitting up on your D-pad on either system, see how the timer started next to freestyle jam, you cannot return to the session marker, and you cannot reset yourself either. If you crash, you have to wait until it resets itself. Alright, guys, and my second tip today is going to be squaring up a corner. I'm not exactly sure what they call it, but this is shown in one of the Alive menus, like the loading screen, whatever. I know they're kind of hard to read because they're like 2 paragraphs long sometimes, and it's just overwhelming. Like, I'm waiting for the game to load. I don't really want to read this short novel on my screen, but if you do read it, some of them are really helpful tips. But this one, what you're going to do, you're going to charge into the corner, you're going to hammer down on the brakes, and then as you're leaning both analog sticks over, you're going to click in the right one, just like you want to do a seat bounce. You're going to click that in, and while it's still clicked in, you're going to let off the brake and hammer on the gas. It's going to whip you around in a really sharp 90-degree turn. Just instead of railing like around the outside, you can just square the corner. Let me show you here real quick. So yeah, alright, there's that. And yeah, all it is, you just come into the corner, oh shoot, don't wheelie, grab the brake, move both joysticks in the direction that you want to turn, and click the right one down, and that's going to give you that squared up corner, which is a major advantage. And you might think, oh, it slows you down too much, why would this ever be useful? Well, I promise you it is. Like, as you guys know, I like to hit the same section over and over, and I'll get a terrible rut through the corner. Like this one, actually, you can see is already developing. And to neutralize that, or to get out of that rut or whatever, you can just square it up and just cut straight down the inside, so you don't have to deal with that rut one bit like I just did there. So another spot just on this track that it's really helpful is, let me get over here, in this corner, this 180-degree corner right here, because people are trying to always quad this step on step off thing, or whatever you want to call it, and that line just gets torn up to hell. And so your best bet is to come in here and just square up the corner right there. I know that there's no rut there, so that was kind of silly, but you get what I'm going for, hopefully. And now my last part of the tutorial is something I've been getting a lot of questions about, and that is the clutch while in air. Not through a corner, none of that, because I'm honestly not experienced enough with it to be giving you guys tips on that. But I am experienced on using the clutch in air. And what you're going to do, as you hit the section, as soon as you get in air, you're going to grab that clutch, and you can see in the bottom right corner the clutch meter fill up and the actual lever come down like you're holding it in. And you don't have to fill it all the way up. By the way, I'm not using the clutch assist perk. I don't even have that yet. But when you get in the air, you're just gonna hold left bumper if you're using default controls and rev your bike all the way up. As soon as you hit the ground, just dump that clutch, just like you would in real life, and that's going to give you that little bit of speed boost you need, just maybe to make that quad, or maybe to make that triple if you're only hitting the double. And this, of course, can be used with the preload or the seat bounce technique, or nothing at all, to help you clear a section. So as you can see there, I may not have needed it, I might have went overboard with it, but that's just how it's done. As soon as you get in the air, grab it and rev up your bike. Grab it, oh, fail. Alright, so here's just a quick example of it. So there you can just see, I mean, yeah, I cased it, but you can just see how much that just gives you that boost that you might need to make that land on that next jump that you keep casing or whatever. So hopefully that really helps you out, because I know that helps me out a lot. And now I'll show you guys the little clutch it's not a glitch at all, it's a clutch maneuver that will help you out on a national track. I use it almost every time through this section. After this first jump, land, see I'm holding the clutch in, land, and then pop over this, hold the clutch, then bam, and then clear this with tons of ease. So I hope this helped you guys out. You can actually use this little clutch maneuver over anytime you get air. Like a lot of times I will case this jump right here in this line, the second one, like bounce off of here and then land, say right about here. But in between that area, if you grab the clutch and just rev up your bike and dump it when you land, you can still get enough boost to make you over this last little, I was going to say this last little double. It's far from little, but helps you get over this last double. So I hope this I hope this helped you guys out. I hope you can put these into use and start kicking some butt online or owning your friends and show them these tricks, you know. Keep it going around, help everyone get better at the game, guys. As always, this is Return of DeeO on vurbmotogamers. Take it easy. If it's easy, take it twice. I'll see you guys.
For daily motocross pro and am coverage, be sure to log on to vurbmoto.com, and if you like us, prove it.